good old unknown as well. Starting off obviously on the 10-second respawn, very quick respawns. However, that will obviously rise as the mode is escalation. This should be a good match.
Yep, fantastic. I'm really keen to see this one. Let's get into it. Particularly the B heal, I find it can be very difficult territory to navigate. The dock areas and all the really narrow pathways don't give you a lot of freedom, and you can feel very exposed on those railing. But it's actually Lords to find the opening kill onto Mercer. Bondi with the response on Fred. Poor Fred from Subway. He's going to find the dust. Desky's also going to be the one falling for Unknown. We have World's Best obviously playing on the COG side at the moment. They've got nice control of B heal. They've got nice control of the C heal. At the moment, it's up to Unknown to take the initiative and start pushing on down. Bondi, though, in a bit of a gunfight, and he finds currency. Can he do some more work? Dumbing up, and Mercer there to back him up. Absolutely fantastic team play from World's Best.
Phenomenal stuff from him. World Best have the B and C hill cap. They're looking for that A hill. Unknown do not want to give it up to them. Dubbin with a beautiful 2K, however. World Best are hunting for this triple cap. However, Unknown are going to do all that they can to try and deny this. Bondi finds one. Bondi finds two. Can he get the third? Mercer finds the third onto Fred from Subway. And that will be a very quick triple cap there for World Best.
Yes, and just to top it off, poor Hectic. World Best decides that Hectic's no longer part of the club, and they take his lunch money. Nonetheless, great opening for these guys. Really, really fast. We'll see whether we can see any faster. I believe that the fastest round we've seen so far was a 35-second triple cap on Foundation from World's Best. That was up against Unloyal. I think that they're no doubt going to be trying to get a bit of a one-up on that, and we'll see whether we can break that 35 record.
Absolutely. Boom shot has been placed down here. Respawns again, going up by 2 seconds. This is just going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Unknown there. They didn't get completely thrashed on that first round, in my opinion, but obviously it was a bit of a beating. But we'll see if they can sort of string anything together here.
Looks like we're going to have three of the world's best players heading very quickly on to the right side of the map. A little bit smoked out. That's going to be Dubbin taking the boom shot, which was placed by the unknown players. That's a lot of firepower in the hands of world's best, but Bondi is going to find two, as well as Mercer finding one before getting refragged himself. Look, it's Dubbin's still got the boom shot. He's going to have it out at the moment, trying to cover the C hill. But look, is it even going to be necessary at this point? Is he going to use the boom shot? He finds a double with it, and that's the end of the story for the C retake. With all of unknown respawning, he finds a second one with the boom shot. There's almost no way that this could be retake at this position, but Dubbin Up gets taken down by Desky. What a fantastic shot. Doesn't even matter. 53 seconds on the clock. Triple cap coming down.
Yeah, not quite. We haven't quite beaten our record yet, Dev, of 35 seconds, but it's looking on the up for World Best to possibly do that, but it's certainly not looking on the up for Unknown.
Yep, so drop shot going down. We've got a drop shot and a boom shot. One's on the B sites at the docks, and one is at the stern. So look at this stage. Two very, very powerful weapons, which are going to be very, very lethal in the hands of World's Best. Unknown would be wise to attempt to do what they can to deny World's Best from attaining them. Last time it was Dubbin who really managed to do a lot of work with that boom shots. Hopefully Unknown can prevent that from happening again. Look at all the smoke grenades going out. It's like about 3 or 4 smoke grenades completely denying that. Fred's going to grab it, but Dubbin just heads straight on in there and takes him down with the Nasher. Oh, a team kill, unfortunately, for Lords with the drop shot. That's a bit of a risk that, well, didn't pay off, I guess. And just like that, Bondi now has control of the boom shot. He's going to grab it. And not a great start for Unknown.
Yeah, sure, not a great start, but they did have A and B cap for the first little bit, but that's not going to be the case for too much longer. As Bondi, the absolute monster, finds 3 of them to claim round number 3, and as you said, Bondi, he might get a 3K, but that's not going to stop him from getting his lunch money stolen.
Yes, well, a classic World's Best. They all are a bunch of bullies now, aren't they? And if you just look at the scoreboard, not really many, you look at the amount of time dead on the board for World's Best. It really is just token. There's almost no time where these guys are, staring at the respawn screen. It's just not happening. Overkill's going to get placed. At this stage, I'm not even sure what World's Best are thinking. It's like, yeah, why not? Let's chuck an overkill down. I don't know if that's going to have much of an impact. It seems to be that these rounds are really getting explosive, I guess you could say, with those drop shot and boom shot kills. And I don't know if the overkill will be able to compete with that. Nonetheless, we're going to have Bondi heading up, just, taking a hill. We've talked about this before. A lot of teams don't take the home hills right off the start. And previously, World's Best have just been kind of contesting the middle areas where the weapons are, but not this time. Dead Zone's going to take the boom shot. Hectics, though, is going to find two with the Nasher, and it looks like World's Best, they don't need the explosives in order to make short work of their opponents.
Absolutely not here. A and C have been capped by World Best. They're going to hunt for this neutral hill, the B hill, to try and get that trip cap. Jim Bob will take down Currency with a beautiful headshot. I'm going to say Jim Bob is a bit of a headhunter. Jim Bob will take down Lords as well. Dubbin will take down Dead Zone. Jim Bob's on the hunt for another one. Mercer will finish Desky, and it's going to be another trip cap here. Jim Bob's going to slap his teammate over his head.
Jim Bob, please. I was going to say this is a kid show, but it really isn't a kid show. I'm sure this isn't a kid show. Like, that was a 45-second, and then this one was 53 seconds for the round. It's just dominant. Like, I feel like I need a thesaurus right here, Sky. It's an open and shut case at the moment. World's Best are running the show, and they're not letting Unknown have any screen time.
Absolutely. The Retro Lancer will be placed by Unknown here. 18 seconds. The respawns really are starting to get on the longer side now. And this is where those deaths are going to be so much more punishing.
Yeah, that said, it's been going in favor of World's Best so far. We'll see whether we're going to have which of these teams are going to be prioritizing attaining those power weapons and which perhaps aren't. So as you can see, Hectic and Desky each are going to grab a Retro Lancer. Meanwhile, Dubbing grabs the overkill. Both the jump shot and the boom shot are taken by Unknown, but the question is, can they hold them when World's Best try and retake? At the moment, Dead Zone in a fight with Bondi. Bondi is known to be particularly lethal with this Nasher. Can he find this? No. Dead Zone does get full red, but he does also find the kill. And just like that, World's Best are respawning through that incredibly long respawn time.
World's Best yet to get a point capped at this stage. B is the only point that has been capped, and that's capped by Unknown. They're looking for A as well. Not sure how successful they'll be at that. Could they actually get a triple cap here? It's looking good. They will get the triple cap combination from out of nowhere. Unknown will claim a round.
Unknown, the first team today to take a round off of World's Best. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Massive commendations to them, and well, that's a little bit of a flip around. I don't think many people were expecting that. Fantastic job, guys. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely, and I wonder if they're going to use that momentum to sort of push forward and really bring it to World Best Gaming, or if they're just going to get, like, what we've seen in the past is that they like a team against World Best will get a round, and then World Best will just come back and triple cap them in 35 seconds.
We'll just have to see how it goes. Might I add, doing Bondi, come on, dude. But a little bit of team revenge there. I was about to compliment Bondi on the character model he'd chosen. I love that sweater. Looks really comfy. But nonetheless, he's just going to be taking down his teammate. Heading into the rest of the round, it's Currency and Dead Zone to take the drop shot and the boom shot respectively. And Dead Zone is going to be able to do some work with that, taking down Bondi. For a start, Lords has been taken up full red, but he managed to take the neutral hill for his side before getting taken down by Jim Bob.
Jim Bob, as you said, will get a kill there. B is being capped here by World's Best, and they may be hunting for this triple cap now. Jim Bob moving over towards A Hill. Dead Zone spawn back in, so he's going to try and deny this.
Yeah, Jim Bob does have the marks also to his name, so he can use these long-range angles to his advantage. So he's going to win this gunfight, no doubt about it. These kind of long-range fights with the Markstar, which does a ton of damage and really favors those headshots, it's a weapon that seriously favors Jim Bob's playstyle.
Absolutely, A and B here capped by World Best. So on the hunt for that C hill. They want to get that triple cap. As you said, the marks are doing damage at range, and it looks like this will be another triple cap for World Best as they claim round number 6.
Yes, look, it's not open and shut yet. This is the first time where we're seeing a 6th round played by World's Best. That's not match point. Not match point just yet. They got to claim 2 more, and Unknown certainly have plenty of time for themselves to fight back a little bit more. Get themselves 1 or 2 more rounds on the board. Once again, we're going to be admiring Bondi's sweater. Might I add, that cap.
Yeah, I love that cap.
Yeah, I really want that outfit, not just in Gears, but also in real life. I don't know if it would go with the aesthetic, but look, if one of the future casts you see me wearing stuff like that, you know that I've gotten right onto it.
It's either going to be a sweater or a maroon jumper. Bondi here, moving on in. They're going to start to attack this D hill. D and E have been capped here, but D is slowly being uncapped and will be capped here by World Best. They're going to have that 2-point advantage. And again, they're going to be on the hunt for this E hill. Fred from Subway will take down Mercer. Looks like they're getting ready to storm towards this D hill here.
Gimbot is going to be the first one to be in a gunfight, but how does he do this? He's just an insane madman, but Fred with the Lancer chainsaw cleans him up. Gimbot gets absolutely annihilated by that chainsaw. Fantastic job, Fred, mate. That's given us all a laugh on the stream. But now Fred's not quite sure where he wants to go with that. I mean, yes, he managed to get 1 kill, but you know, you've got to turn that into something serious. Hectic gets himself 2. He's looking for a 3rd onto Fred. Fred just doesn't know what to do. And Hectic's going to take him down as well. Hectic with a nice 3k with the Nasher. Fantastic work. And just like that, World's Best are going to be claiming their 2nd kill for the round.
As we said, going to go for this E-Hill probably once again. I would certainly expect that to be their next task here on Harbour. We'll see what they're going to be able to deal out here. And looks like they're starting to possibly group together here. Smoke Grenade will get chucked in there by Dead Zone, I believe that was. Fred from Subway. Fred will get down. Dead Zone doing all that he can, but he's being overwhelmed by 3 players. Hectic will take him down here.
And with 2 players from Unknown respawning and 5 for World's Best up on the board, still trying to push. Look, at the moment, it's just a hold on the F hill, but like, what can they do at this stage? Unknown are going to lose based off points if they keep letting this slip like this, and World's Best surely are going to be going for the triple cap sometime soon. Not because they need to, but because they are World's Best, and that's what they do. And just like I said it, no, the domination is going to get denied by Fred. What are you doing, Fred? You're going for the chainsaw battle, 1 versus 1. Fred wins at the 2nd chainsaw for his team. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Fred. Can he get himself another one? At that point, that was just so fantastic. Look, World's Best, whoever it was, just playing on the other end of that. He's like, all right, I want to give you a fair one. Fantastic job from Fred to do that much. But still, World Best do have a significant point advantage. 70 points and, well, looking to get just near the end of it. Hectic is going to pull the switch. 4 seconds to go. And that's going to be a domination almost without a doubt. Desky falls. And there we have it. Match points for World's Best Gaming. They are on 6. Only have to get 1 more round in order to take the W.
Absolutely. You love to see those chainsaw fights. And yeah, as you said, the World Best Gaming player just came up to him. He asked for it. He said he wanted it. He didn't even shoot. He was quite friendly, actually. And they did it in quite a civil way.
Yes, very civil for, you know...
For a chainsaw fight.
For a chainsaw fight. So when I was saying earlier, this has been an absolutely dominant performance, I just want to reinforce that in your mind. Dominant, assertive, commanding, prevalent, prevailing, sovereign, authoritative. I actually did get the thesaurus up because I feel like I need more vocabulary in order to describe how insane World's Best Gaming have been performing today against Unknown. Massive compliments to Unknown for managing to get that 1 round. And look, the question is, are they going to get another one before World's Best close it out?
And surely that's got to be what they're aiming for here. Bondi takes down Fred. Bondi gets another one, but gets quickly taken down there. See here, Lords moving around. Jim Bob takes down Currency. Lords takes down Jim Bob. Nice stuff from him.
Yeah, Lord's being a particularly strong fragger. I've been impressed with him in the past. He hasn't quite showed up today as much as I've seen him in the past. You know, 7 kills, he's doing 2nd best on his team, but it's pretty insane to compare that to the World's Best Gaming side. Just all of those players are just so high up on the score, but it's insane to see the number of kills, and Dubbin is just going to be adding to that as he takes down Lords. Currency, though, comes back in the side and takes him down. That's also going to give control of the hill over back to Unknown, preventing the retake from World's Best. Unknown do have the points disadvantage at the moment, but they do have the hill's majority. So the longer that they hold these, the more likely they are going to be overtaking that in point scoring.
Absolutely, and we can see Currency just moving around this E point. And now World Best are going to start to contest him. He takes shots from Jim Bob. Bondi will finish him off. Lord takes down one. Lord takes down two. Gets quickly traded out there by Dubbin.
And just like that, Dead Zone's coming back onto the point. Dubbin can't land the shots. Domination's almost going to come out. It's just the E-heal that needs to be taken. Dead Zone can't win that fight. 3 seconds until match point is completed. And that is it. World's Best take the win, 7-1. That is a 14-1 total scoreline in this best. Yes, that's just the first map. My goodness, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, aren't I, Sky?
Sure, right. That is just the first map. We've got another one coming up for you guys, but one round it could look worse.
Yeah, no, that's actually look, a ratio. If you want to talk about ratios, like 7-1 is the best ratio we've seen so far against World's Best. And yeah, I'm really sorry, Unknown, for getting a little bit carried away there. Look, you guys are doing fantastic, managing to get away, steal around, and heading on to Foundation. Hopefully, they can steal a few more.
Absolutely, that's going to be what they're looking for here in that second best of 3 map. And yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see what they can string together. Harbour there didn't honestly, like it's a 7-1. Obviously, was quite dominant there for World Best, but they didn't look quite as strong on that map as they did on some other maps, like for example, Dam.
Yeah, they were completely running the show on Dam against Unloyal. I don't know if Unknown have maybe woken up a little bit compared to their match this morning against Unloyal. It didn't start good when they played on Dam. They, brought it back a little bit on Foundation. But, World's Best are very strong on Foundation, as they have demonstrated, completely destroying Unloyal on it. Now, Unknown have a chance to show us what they've got on that map against the top dogs. How is it going to go? Is it going to be a 7-1? Is it going to be something a little bit more skewed towards Unknown? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I definitely think they've got it in them to steal away another round. Depends on, I guess, how they perform going into it, and whether they just get, I guess you could say, really distracted by just the prevailing force that is the World's Best gaming side. I think if they fall into the same trap that Unloyal fell into, of rushing down the middle and losing all those fights to the World Best players, and I don't think it's going to work out for them.
Yeah, that's a possibility. And you just touched on Dam and how strong it was for World Best Gaming. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that. Actually, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe it's a blessing in disguise that Unloyal don't have to verse them on that map. But if Unloyal did win this next map, then they would have to verse them on there anyway.
That's true. And it looks like we're being a little bit alienish again, but such is life. I'm really excited to see how this next one is going to pan out. We're going to get into the match before long. About to head into it. Here we are for the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series. Yep, APAC Regional Series. We're here with map 2. Yeah, that's the one. Map 2. Here we are. Escalation on Foundation. Just before we head into the match, I just want to give a massive shout out to Mixer.com, where we are going to be streaming this entire match. Massive shout out to you guys for sponsoring GameStar for this tournament. You guys are the ones that make this all happen, and massive shout out to everyone who's in the viewing theater. We really appreciate that as well. Yeah,
awesome stuff from everyone in the Mixer chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching these awesome games with us. Starting off here, we will have the Unknown side getting ready to push in. Again, obviously, respawns are only 10 seconds as we're just getting started here. But let's hope that we have some pretty epic games ahead of us.
Fred's going to be heading very quickly across the bridge, looking to get an early impact onto the C site. He's got the Nasher out as well. What? He's going for an early flank, but look at that! Hectic is right there in order to completely take him down in the face. And it's only Lords who's the last remaining player up for Unknown. However, those short respawn timers are going to allow Unknown to get back into the action before too long, but it doesn't matter because the entire World's Best have just stormed the A site. Triple cap domination is going to close in only a matter of seconds unless an Unknown can push forward. It's almost impossible at this stage with so many players on the site, and a 42-second domination for World's Best is not a good omen for Unknown going into the rest of this match.
Absolutely not. 32 seconds is a very short amount of time, and that's not what Unknown want moving into the rest of Foundation. So you hear them placing down the weapon. What are they going to opt to place down? A lot of teams here, they're just going to wait out that 30-second time, a talk between the team, try and get some sort of strategy sort of, I guess, made and try and really figure out what you're going to do in that next round. The boom shot will be placed down, however, in the Pistons, and that is going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. We've seen quite a few boom shot plays from World Best Gaming, so it's quite interesting that Unknown want to not so much gift it to them, but give them the possibility to wield that weapon.
And with that, World's Best are going to be doing their typical push and just heading straight on down, headlong through the center of the map. Together, Jim Bob, an absolute fantastic 360 with the Nasher is going to find the first kill. Kills coming out left, right, and center. Hector picks up the body shield and managed to actually do some damage with it. Is he going to get away with this? He is, taking down Lords just like that. It's almost all of Unknown are going to be respawning World's Best in a position to assert their dominance. They have the B heal, they're capping A as we speak, and potentially going to be taking down onto C as well.
That's for sure. Mercer here in a bit of a dogfight with Desky and Lords. We'll see what he can pull off here. Lords will take him down in the end, and they are going to have their C home hill for theirs for the time being. However, it looks like World Best don't like the idea of this, as Lords and Desky will get taken down, and they will get the triple cap domination, or no they won't, as the mutual heal's being capped. Unknown, great stuff from them not letting this happen.
Yeah, it's really important in this game. It's all about placement. Whether you're in the right place at the right time, whether you're in the hill that's not being defended at the time when it matters most. And that's what Unknown just did so well. Jim Bob, though, in a position where he's just going to completely lock out this C heal. And as long as the remaining of his teammates are, controlling that B heal, this is going to be an easy triple cap. Deadzone looking to take C, however. He's got a couple to contend with, but he decides better of it. He's got 3 players with Nashes running straight at him. He finds the first one, he finds the second one, but the third one cleans him up. But that's bought his team so much time, and it's forcing World's Best to just, what are you doing, Jimbo? How do you land that shot? Taking down Desky, buying even more time for his team to reply. Fred from Subway going for the Lancer battle. The chainsaw's coming out. Fred wins those. He wins it once again. The absolute challenge from these players and absolute respect and understanding from these players is just coming out, and Fred winning those. It's fantastic to see. That's the 3rd chainsaw kill from Fred.
As a very wise man once said, hello there. Moving forward here, we will have another one. He wins it again. Fred is insane in these chainsaw battles. A and B will be capped by World Best.
Oh,
He will get taken down eventually. No respect from Jim Bob. He doesn't want any more chainsaw battles.
I think Jimbo decided that Fred's probably the best at when it comes to chainsaw battles, so he just whips out the Nasher instead. Looks like that the brief respite there has given Unknown a chance to push up, though World's Best are not in a position to, close this out just yet. However, Jimbot getting some crossfires down, and look at that. Just like that, dubbing with the boom shot is going to do some serious damage. Jimbot looking to find one with the Lancer chainsaw. Is he going to be able to find anything? Doesn't matter. That's a 3-minute win via points. Swarm victory, and that's the second one for Worlds.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff from them, and everyone's got a kill, so no one's donutting, which is great to see from both teams. Again, Fred from Subway chucking down a power weapon. If only you could place down a lightsaber.
I think that'd be the only thing that would actually manage to counter Fred's amazing skills when it comes to the chainsaw.
Absolutely, he will place down the drop shot in Statue. And we'll see how that's going to come into play. 14 seconds. Again, the respawns aren't that long just yet, but they are starting to, I guess, have some sort of impact on the round, more or less. And we'll see how that plays out.
It looks like we now have World's Best heading on, doing the same thing they always do. I said it's exactly the same last round. Jimbot's going to be heading on through the center to kick things off. We also have 3 players from World's Best looking to get in from B side. Mercer's going to open things up with a kill onto Lords, but Currency does some serious work, taking down 2. Fred's also going to chip in. Currency takes down another one of Bondi, and that has completely taken B site for Unknown.
Absolutely, and could this be another domination from Unknown? This could be their second domination, second round, but it is going to get denied in the end as we have World Best here contesting that B hill. Desky here doing what he can as he takes down Dubbin, looking for a second. Lords takes down Jim Bob, just spinning around frantically in circles. It might be another triple cap here for Unknown, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Second triple cap, second triple cap, second round.
Second round in across the two maps. Fantastic job. Managing to just scrape one away on Harbour, and here one again on Foundation. Really admirable stuff. I said that in my eyes, what Unknown need to do is just take things one step at a time, get themselves one round on the board, and then, be content with that. And I think that, between the 2 rounds that they've snatched away so far and between the 3 or 4, chainsaw kills that Fred's had, I think they can be fairly happy with their performance.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, it's all about the fun for most of these teams. Again, maybe a bit more about the competition side of things, but as they always say, that the number one thing is having fun. Mercer will get one, Jim Bob will find another, Mercer will find Desky.
Oh no, it's all up to
Point
Fred.
will get dead zone. Everyone's getting their fair share of kills here.
Yeah, it's just Fred left. He's picked up the drop shot, however. Unfortunately, that means dropping the Lancer. He's going to... Oh, no, doesn't find anything with the drop shot. And look, boom shot beats drop shot. Mercer gets 2 with that. And a few seconds away from a triple cap. World's Best just need to hold this C heal. But Dead Zone actually managed to do just enough work. He's in a crossfire at the moment, though. It's not looking too great for him. He does have the body shield and is doing some work with the snub. However, he's about to get into an immense crossfire, and it's up to the rest of the team in order to back him up to prevent this triple cap.
Absolutely, Swarm will dominate in 3 seconds, but that's going to get denied swiftly. A and B is capped here by World Best. C is slowly being capped here by Unknown, and in the end they will get that hill.
And also pushing on to the enemy's home hill as well. So it's looking pretty good for them at the moment, managing to take back a little bit of ground.
Yeah, that's great to see from them, and we'll see how World Best are going to reply to that, as they certainly don't want anyone on their home hill, that's for sure, and it looks like they are going to start storming in that direction. Desky's been taken down in the meantime. Lords will take down Hectic. Dubbin, I think it was, will take down Lords. Nice stuff from him. Mercer moving on in here. See how much damage he's going to be able to deal off. He will take down Currency, I believe that was, and that's pretty much a full team wipe there for Unknown, except for Desky.
Yeah, well, I mean, World's Best have got the advantage of 2 hills. However, Unknown still have the 1 to cling on to, but not for long. As you can see, World's Best just waiting for a little bit of a regroup. They're going to be decapping and recapping this C hill. There's almost no way that Dead Zone and Currency can retake this. Dead Zone finds 1. Currency gets taken down. Dead Zone finds a second before getting taken down with the overkill. 5 seconds until the Dominate's going to come out. Fred is going to chip in as well, but it doesn't matter. He gets taken down by Hectic. Desky, though, finally there, the only one remaining, is somehow going to hold on to the C hill. He's going to immediately abandon it and push for B, however. Is this going to work out in his favor, or is this just going to be abandoning a missed opportunity? He does now have the boom shot. He's going to be immediately leaving the B hill and trying to get more into an advantageous position where he can use that's utility. Wow, drop shot and boom shot.
Absolutely, and at this stage, World Best only need to defend this A hill and they will win just off points, but Unknown don't like the idea that is they're storming towards that A hill, and they will cap B in the meantime by the looks of that. So this is going to be, the B hill will be the hill that they're going to try and contest. They only need 10 more points before they win, purely off points.
And it's not looking like Unknown are able to get a triple cap. Oh, no way. Surely no. There's only a few seconds until World's Best are going to claim this one. If they can just deny the A hill from getting taken, but it's not going to happen. Look, World's Best are just going to hold it. And there you go. Just like that, a Swarm victory once again. But that was so very close. Very, very close. And an admirable effort from Unknown in order to get it into that position. To force World's Best to resort to what they had to by the end of it.
And I think even just getting World Best and not triple cap you and have to win off points is honestly a pretty good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's going to be up to Dead Zone to pick what weapon they're going to place down. We've already got long shot, boom shot, and overkills on the board. A lot of heavy ordnance happening. Embar's going to get placed down in the center. I really don't think this is going to favor Unknown. World's Best that just seem to be so very strong at taking control of the lower underpass area. And, on top of that, they have some fantastic shots on their team, particularly Jim Bob. He's fantastic with the M-bars, with the long shots. I don't think this is going to work too well out for Unknown.
Absolutely. Jim Bob here moving on in. We'll see how much damage he can give out. Fred from Subway, I believe they're getting the drop shot. Nice shot there from Hectic onto Lords. Fred from Subway will pick up the, I think that's a long shot as well.
So he's got the M-bar as well on top of the drop shot. But however, Bondi actually has the boom shot, and Fred's not managing to land the shots he needs to just yet. And if he gets taken out before he can do the damage, all these weapons aren't going to mean a thing. Swarm's about to dominate with a triple cap, 2 seconds away, and it doesn't matter. Those two power weapons don't save him. World's Best get themselves another one on the board, only just 3 rounds away from potentially closing this out in a 2-0.
And not only closing this out in a 2-0, but that would mean that they win 2 best-of-3s today, which is pretty insane.
Yes, I mean, it's something that I guess everyone would predict.
Yeah, it is expected, but it's still great to see.
They did get a 14-0 victory over Unloyal, but Unknown, it's really fantastic to see that Unknown are putting up more of a fight, especially since Unknown had a really rough start to the day in their match against Unloyal. The first map on Dam, Unknown fell 0-7. The second map, they managed to get 3 rounds onto the board, but I think it's really nice for them to manage to get a few rounds off World's Best.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see that Unknown are doing better up against World Best than what Unloyal did. Dubbin here, moving on into the B hill, and he's going to be chucking out those smoke grenades. He's going to be heavily contested. He's going to get the boom shot there, I believe that is.
Yeah, managed to pick up one with it as well. The M-bar is going to get out, and a nice little reset as well. I believe that's actually the pulse grenade, which is going to be, the shock grenade, going to be doing some damage there, denying that B hill for some time. The entire of Unknown is respawning, and of course, since we are very late into the half, that's going to give World Best so much time while all the enemies are respawning. A nice, easy triple cap, 34 seconds, and that is a record for today. The fastest triple cap domination. By 1 second, yep.
We'll take it, Dev, that's for sure. And again, quick look at the scoreboard. It's pretty much what you'd expect at this stage. Half time, all the points have been swapped around. The respawn timer has been brought back to 10, and all power weapons have been removed.
Yeah, there's only 2 more rounds potentially remaining for World's Best to close this one out. And my question is, are they going to be able to top that 34-second record that they just made for us? I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it too, but it doesn't look like we're off to too great of a start for them. And again, we have the good old controller disconnected. You can see 2 kills there from World Best. Currency finding Mercer. I think that's Jim Bob there finding Dead Zone. Jim Bob also finding Fred from Subway.
Yeah, so many players from Unknown are falling, but at this stage, the respawn times are so short that it doesn't matter too much. Look at the World's Best players lining up with their chainsaws. Lords gets taken down, absolutely obliterated by the chainsaw. Dead Zone, though, is going to be holding down the fort here, and Desky doesn't manage to lose the fort here on the D site. Doesn't matter, though. Mercer's in a bit of a gunfight at the moment. Dead Zone takes him down as well and revives his buddy.
That's great to see here. Dead Zone making his move here over towards the E-Hill. That's being uncapped as well. It looks like we might have D&E capped here for Unknown, which is great signs from them.
Yeah, and look, Jim Bob trying to find it in a 1-versus-1 against Dead Zone, but Dead Zone's been performing fantastically today. Cleans up another one for himself, destroys the meat shield, and actually, no, doesn't manage to get the kill. Dubbin Up managed to close out that one, and now he's going to be pushing onto the D-Hill, completely uncontested. There's one player here to come against him, but Currency gets absolutely obliterated. Fantastic work from Dubbin Up. Weapon switching, the timing, everything is absolutely amazing. The domination gets denied, and all of Unknown is here to retake this D-Hill. How much can Dubbin do? So much, apparently. Jim Bob as well is there. It's all up to Fred to try and hold this against Jim Bob. Fred does a little bit of work, taking down Hectic, and now there are 3 players from Unknown to try and retake the site. Fred's looking for another one. He's hungry. He's trying to find it. Can he get the kill? Can he close it out? No, he gets taken down by Jim Bob. Jim Bob doing so much work here on the hill, finally getting taken down by Lords, but at what cost?
He's not going to get the hill, but he is going to substantially slow down Unknown here. Nice kill there from Dubbin onto Lords, and he's going to start to proceed towards this point. Is this going to be a trip cap? Fred running back in, trying to deny this. He will for the time being. We'll see how much Dubbin can deal out here as he's making his way forward. Fred just dancing around the crate there. And he will take down Dubbin in the end. Beautiful stuff from him.
And a second one as well onto Bondi. He's doing so much work. He's looking for a third here. A little bit of tag team here with Desky is going to close out the D-Hill very much heavily in favor of Unknown. There is just such a points deficit right now, though, as World's Best are only 15 seconds or less away from closing this one out. The only hope for Unknown right now is to retake E and F right now. And that's what they're doing. The triple cap might come out. World's Best just have to retake one hill, and that's all that's required, but there's 1 second, and it's a triple cap domination, 195 points for World's Best, but it doesn't matter. Unknown completely steal the show back, and that's a second round for them on the board.
That's such a shame for World Best. They had it all set up to get that win in the end, but they could not pull it through, and Unknown will get their third round of this series on the board, second of this map. The overkill will be placed down in the middle of the map there by Jim Bob.
At this point, Unknown have done more than anyone could have asked for. I'm absolutely fantastically impressed by what they have accomplished today. And even if they lose here, 7-2, they've done more than their fair share of the work. And it's fantastic. And teams, when they're looking to compete in competitions such as this, they see World's Best Gaming and they think, no way can we compete with that. Let's just not even bother. It's teams like Unknown taking these rounds off and giving World's Best a run for their money, which is really just healthy for the scene. It's going to bring more competition, inspire more people to come and play. And Unknown already kicking it off here with 2 hills in full control, looking very strong so far. And even if they lose here, they've done a fair share of work.
Wow, Fred from Subway just completely demolished Dubbin up there. That was absolutely insane. They're now going to start to make their move towards this D-Hill by the looks of it. Unknown, they've already got it capped, but they just want to hold on to it for the time being. E is the only capped hill here for World's Best at this stage.
Yeah, that said, we know things can turn around in a heartbeat. What an amazing shot. Fred from Subway, that overkill is an absolute monster of a weapon. And are we actually going to see another triple cap domination? There's no World's Best players here on the E-Hill, but it doesn't matter because they're retaking D. Real question is, can World's Best take control of that and then move off from somewhere else? They're at a 40-point deficit currently, but things, as we know in Gears of War, can turn around within an instant. Escalation is just such an unforgiving game mode, but Fred is unforgiving himself, taking down Bondi with the overkill. Currency is also going to get taken down by Mercer, and just like that, World's Best are trying to retake. Fred from Subway, he has so much to do. He's going to bring out the Nashor as well, and he gets both of them. No, he gets the first one. It's just a 1 versus 1. Jim Bob versus Fred. Fred finds him, and that's it. Another one. There's just more players keep coming and coming. They're feeding him right now, and finally Fred gets taken down.
Finally, indeed, it took long enough. DNF have been capped in the meantime by World Best, so they're going to have the point advantage. At least not right now, but they will very soon if it keeps up at this pace. Oh my god. Hectic just storming through their dead zone will take down Mercer. Nice stuff from him. E being capped here as F is being uncapped. They get it. They lose a hill, they get a hill. Beautiful stuff from World's Best.
Yeah, doing really well. They've managed to pull themselves back into the game. Only at 10 or 20 point deficit at the moment, and still looking for more. Looking to take this D-Hill back from the grasps of Unknown. They're reclaiming that fairly comfortably. F is now going to be, no doubt, in their sights.
Absolutely, and could it be a triple cap here as a beautiful kill from Bondi, onto Desky, and that will now put World Best onto match point.
Fairly long round in the grand scope of things, but the real question is, are we going to close it out here 7-2? Or do Unknown have something else in them? Is there anything left of this team who has been fighting left, right, and center? I think that there is. We saw a fantastic performance, particularly from Fred from Subway in that game, in that last round, really just giving so much for his team, holding down the statue area where the E-Hill is, with the overkill, with the Nashor on a secondary. Some fantastic individual plays, but World Best just always have the numbers advantage. And it's because their rotations and their refragging and their teamwork is just on point.
Absolutely, the drop shot will be placed there by Fred from Subway. Sorry, my bad. Bye. Oh my god. By Fred from Subway there. And the respawn timer will be at 14 seconds, so slowly starting to rise here.
Yeah, with the drop shot being placed as well, it's just another heavy piece of ordnance down. It's not as easy to use, I would say, not as effective as the boom shot. The boom shot's a nice direct placement. The drop shot, however, has to go into the ground before detonating. However, it can still deal a lot of damage. Talking about dealing damage, we're seeing Reaprags here at the the Pistons area. Lords managed to find 2, and Currency as a result is going to take that drop shot. Dubbing and Fred. Looks like Fred wants the fight with the chainsaw. He does, and he gets it. Jim Bob goes down, absolutely obliterating. Fantastic work once again from Fred. It's fantastic to see. Fred is an absolute monster and an absolute memer as well. And it looks like we might even have yet another round go to Unknown. 1 second, and that's it. 3 rounds on the board. This is as well as they did against Unloyal on Foundation. Just put that into perspective for a moment.
Absolutely. It just shows how well they're playing. And Fred, in himself, is just nuts on that chainsaw with how much damage he's managing to deal with it. Obviously, it's partly a meme. I'm sure World Best could kill him if they wanted to, but it's just the respect being shown.
And how can you not respect Fred for the plays that he's been doing? You know, of course he's been playing fantastically with the chainsaw, but on top of that, it's really, you know, the plays, the overkill with the Nasher, he's been really pulling his weight. World's Best, though, no doubt, are starting to think to themselves, all right, guys, let's just close it out now. Dubbin's going to grab the overkill. We've seen how much damage that can do. Mercer's going to find Desky as the opening frag, but Lords and Deadzone also get their own. Fred's doing what he can. We've praised him so many times, but it's not enough. The overkill. Revenge is so very sweet, as Fred's going to fall to that one. Deadzone is going to make a little bit of work out of that drop shot, but now Jimbot with the Embar. We know Jimbot is just so fantastic when it comes to those weapons, which are really favoring the high accuracy, you know, your sniper rifles, your Embars. So I think he's really going to be an advantage coming into this engagement since he has that in his arsenal.
Yeah, we've seen some really nice plays with good old Jim Bob on the Markster as well, and he's going to find the head of Desky with that Empire.
And Fred also got another chainsaw. I don't know, we didn't catch that on camera, but I saw it in the kill feed. Fantastic job, Fred. I love to see it. Deadzone somehow managed to survive. I think that was a little bit of a miss from Jim Bob, but it doesn't matter. As overall, we've got World's Best with the advantage, and Jim Bob in such a fantastic spot to use this. And that's Fred getting taken down, ripped apart by the Embar. But Jim Bob is actually going to get snuck up on by Desky, who's no doubt going to be grabbing this Embar. Can he manage to find a kill with it? He does. A fantastic flick onto Mercer. Does the job it needs to. 2 heals now in control for Unknown, steadily regaining their lead. And looks like they're actually going to be going for the 3rd as well. Could this be a 4th round on the board for Unknown?
It's looking good, but it will get denied as the D-Hill is being capped by World Best. However, surprisingly, their points are quite even for the time being. It might actually be a triple cap here. Desky trying to do all he can at range with this Embar. He's not managing to hit anything just yet, however.
We need more players for Unknown to be at the D-Hill. World's Best are destroying themselves there. Desky managed to find Bondi on the rotate. This stage, Unknown really need to close it out. World's Best have gained themselves everything that they had lost. They've put themselves in a much stronger position now, solidifying their hold of the D-Hill. And, well, it's only a marginal lead. Like, yes, 40 points is significant enough, right? But we know that World's Best can turn it around.
Absolutely, we've seen them do it numerous times before. Desky running through the middle of the map. He will get completely annihilated here by Hectic, and it's going to be a almost full team wipe here, except for Fred and Deadzone here, but it does not look good. Deadzone will get taken down. It's all up to Fred here to try and do what he can for his team. However, Hectic will get on this F-Hill, and it will start that triple cap.
There's no way at this stage that Fred can scrape it back for his team. Yes, he has the Embar. Yes, he has the Nasher. But just like that, E-Hill has actually been neutralized. So there's a little bit of something to save the breath for Unknown. Unknown do have the points advantage, but not for too long. E-Hill is still being contested. They've just, once again, regained it. Hectic, once again, he's on a spree right now, doing more and more work with the Nasher. E-Hill is all that Unknown have to cling on to, and Hectic has that in his sights. He is hungry for this. Jimbob takes down Desky on the push. Hectic's now here to help out. Currency's going to get taken down, and Hectic wants to take this E-Hill. Though being decapped by the remaining players from Lords here. The drop shot is going to help out with the retake from World's Best. There's only a 10-point, not even 10-point lead now. Unknown are about to get overtaken by World's Best, 84-84. This is where it gets really, really dicey.
Unknown only about 2 points ahead here, and we need to see what World's Best can pull off here. They're going to get a nice chain of kills here, and this should be the end of it.
Complete team wipe as well from World's Best. Jim Bob knows that it is done. A complete domination. Swarm have won the match. World's Best have won the series, but not without Unknown taking 3 rounds for themselves.
Absolutely. That will be our final best of 3 ended, unfortunately, for today. And oh my God, those were some thriller matches.
Fantastic work from these two teams. I'm so impressed to see, particularly Unknown. It was such a rough start to the day. Didn't manage to pull out any rounds against Unloyal on Dam. Only managed to pull 3 against Unloyal on Foundation. But it's just phenomenal that they had the exact same performance against World's Best. In fact, you know, it was the exact repeat for Unknown both games that they played. One of them they didn't manage to get around at all, and the second one they managed to get 3. So fantastic job from them in order to do that much work against the Titans at the World Best. And congratulations to World's Best for winning yet another tournament here for the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series. Anything to add to the performances of these 3 teams today?
Not really, honestly. I was quite surprised with how Unknown sort of showed up there. And of course, they didn't win a map, but they really did, in my opinion, show up there on Foundation towards the end. But yeah, apart from that, just thank you to Mixer for obviously supporting this tournament, the Gears is League, if you will. But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, and fantastic. And just like that, we are going to throw off to the break. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us for this week 3. And we'll see you next time. Yep, and of course, we've got the finals coming up next week as well. So be sure to tune in next week for the finals of the Gears Esports APAC Regional Series for Phase 3, which is going to be the culmination of this entire season, if you will. So be sure to tune in right here on Mixer.